Hi everybody, Coach Dave here. Are you agreeing with success? Let's find out. We're part 3 tonight of agreeing with success. After this. And welcome everybody. We are live, 6 at 6 live with Coach Dave. Welcome Eggbot, welcome Terry. Tonight, if you're coming in as a replay viewer, thank you for doing all the hearts you can. And whether you're coming in on the replay or you're coming in live, please swipe, follow, share, invite all your followers to this. We want to get this out as much as we can. If you're on Twitter, please tweet and retweet it. If you're out there on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. On Facebook, share it to your friends and those you know. And as usual on Periscope, tap those hearts. Welcome everybody. I am Coach Dave. We're talking about Agree with Success. This is part 3 of a 4-part series that we're doing about agreeing with success. Hi everybody, Coach Dave here, and we are live online, 6 at 6 live with Coach Dave. And what that means is that we are here ready to talk about agreeing with success. This is the third of the series of 4 that we're doing, talking about agreeing with success. And these 4 agreements are very powerful indeed when we put them together and we talk about what's going on with all of them and how they all work together. Agreeing with success is very powerful and very inviting. Welcome everybody. We are on step 3 of 4, and let me just get you caught up to date. If you haven't been with us on the first 2, you can watch the details on the replay from last night and from the night before, but let me catch you up to date. This is the list we're looking at. You can see the green one kind of disappears, just like my green screen. Green doesn't appear very well on this whole setup here, but here we go. The first step was be impeccable with your word, and that means speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using your word to speak against yourself or gossip about others, and the final one of the first step is use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love to build up and encourage. Step 2, last night we talked about don't take anything personally. Does that sound familiar? Don't take anything personally. I don't know if I said it that way, but if I didn't, I should have. Don't take anything personally. The first thing about that is nothing others do is because of you. It's all because of them. The second thing is it's what others say and do is a projection of their own reality and where they're at, not your reality and where you're at. And then, of course, I can't even see if I've got this right. Oh, I do have it right. Okay. I've got 5 different screens here that I look at while I broadcast. And then the third one was actually, let's see, what others say is a projection of their reality. And the third thing about last night's don't take anything personally was when you are immune to the options and actions of others, you won't be a victim of having to react to them and what they're doing and what they're saying. So welcome everybody. Come on in and tap a bunch of hearts in Periscope here. If you're on YouTube, the top one up there, go ahead, and we are on all 6 of these networks, but particularly on YouTube, I need subscribers. We're going to do an adventure called Coach Dave Live. And Coach Dave Live is going to be an adventure that we're going to do on each of these networks, and we're going to go ahead and show what it means to have Coach Dave Live. Jackie, thank you for coming in, and Terry, thank you very much for coming in here. We are going to talk about today the third topic in our series of 4 for tonight. Tonight's topic is don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. You know what happens when you assume? You've heard that, right? Okay, I'm not even going to go there. Not going to go there. Okay, so when you assume, it does some things, and they're not pretty. Not pretty. Okay, let's talk about the first thing, about don't make assumptions. Hana, I think it's Hana, right? Welcome, come on in. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming in here. You could have been somewhere else, but you choose to join us. Thank you. And the first thing about tonight's topic, don't make assumptions, is find the courage to ask questions and express what you really want. When you make assumptions, you are assuming that you can't ask questions, which you can. You totally have the option to ask questions and expect to get some kind of answer. Chris, welcome. Come on in. Thank you for coming in. And so the first part of don't make assumptions today is find the courage to ask questions to express what you really want. That's all about making communication happen. Communication is a key to cooperating with success and agreeing with success. All right, so in this third step that we're doing tonight, don't make assumptions. The first one is find the courage to ask questions and express what you really want. The second half of that is also key. Express what you really want. What are your desires? What are you in a relationship for? And that is so you're in a relationship so that all people in the relationship can have some input, can have some clarity, and know what each other wants. Otherwise, what is a relationship for? So it doesn't really even begin to be a relationship until you have expressed some things of what you want out of the relationship. And people don't realize that a relationship where you don't have those things, it doesn't even work. So communication is a huge key, and that's what the first step of this is all about. Now the second step of number 3 here is also about communication. It says communicate with others as clearly as you can. The only exercise some people get it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Jump to conclusions. If you don't have any communication, you're going to assume. And you don't want to assume, because assuming is not a very good thing. So the second one, communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, to avoid sadness, and to avoid drama. Last night I talked about this really briefly with just a little jump ahead to what we were doing, and drama, to avoid drama. How many people, put a 1 in the chat stream if you need more drama in your life. You need lots of more drama. Give me more drama. I want to have a tough time with people around me. Give me some drama. I want drama. Okay. That's just not a thing that we want in our lives. Communication helps us, especially clear communication. There you go. -10. Hey, I agree with that. All right. There's my friend Heather. Heather, welcome. Come on in. And welcome to the broadcast. We're on step number 3. Actually, we're on the third agreement. You saw this. I think Heather saw this before. We're on the third agreement, which is don't make assumptions. And the second part is clear communication so that you can avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. Drama, 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 drama. No drama llama. That's right. We don't want any drama llamas. So communicate clearly. A lot of people don't take the time to be careful and slow enough to communicate clearly and to just realize that you're not in a rush, you're not in a hurry. You don't need to hammer people over the head real quick with what you think and then leave. That's not communication. That's more like a hit and run. And if we're going to be in a relationship with people, if we're going to be in a community of people, we don't need any hit and runs. So communicate clearly, take time to slow down, say what you mean. The very first one of these 4 agreements, some of that was speak with integrity, say only what you mean. Okay, so this communication part is key to that. say what you mean, be clear about your communication. And then also, you can do that, you can avoid misunderstandings. If someone doesn't understand you clearly enough, you can say, oh, okay, hold on. Let me be clear. Let me get rid of any misunderstandings. You can get rid of any sadness. You know, I didn't mean to hurt you by what I said, but this is what I really mean, without intending to hurt you or trying to be a pain in the neck for you and cause you drama llama llama. This is what I mean. Let me take time to slow down and explain. And part of a communication cycle is that one person will say something and then stop. The other person will reword that and say it back to them, is that what you mean? Then the first person has the opportunity to say, not really. What I meant was this. And they'll tell you, and then you stop and you say, okay, so let me see if I've got this. And you rephrase the second thing and you say it back to them, is that what you meant? And they say yes. Okay, that's communication. That's good, concise, slow, and clear communication. You can do that in a group without, yeah, that's right, no drama llama, no drama llama, no drama llama llama llama. Okay, so you can do that in a clear and concise way. You can slow down and make good communication happen. And then as far as the drama goes, if there's drama, you know you need to go back to the second part of that, where you stop and you say, I guess I didn't understand what you said or what you meant. What I heard was, is that what you meant? And you can go back. You can do that a number of times. You don't have to say, oh, well, I only have twice to get this right. You have multiple times to get it right. 5, 6, 7, 8, however many times it takes to get the communication clear is what you need to get it right. So I appreciate that. Hey, I also appreciate all the hearts. I see the hearts down there, and you guys, thank you so much. I've got a little thing on the screen here that tells how many hearts we've got, how many shares we have. So far it says 0, but if you go and share this out to Facebook, share it out to Twitter, I really appreciate that. And how many people have invited to their friends. It says 0, although, you know, this is Eggbot. Sometimes Eggbot doesn't quite get it. And there have been shares and Eggbot doesn't think so, or there have been invites and Eggbot kind of passed by him. He's not that smart, although he is in here, and I can't badmouth him because that would be some drama llama llama. So Eggbot, we love you, but get it together, man. Okay. All right, so that's the second thing about making assumptions, is let's have some good communication and those assumptions won't be necessary. So the other thing is, we're on step 3 of this third broadcast on this, and it says, with just this one agreement, for not making assumptions, with just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. This is an important one. The first one was very powerful, the be impeccable with your word. And the second one here, don't take anything personally, that is a huge jump forward for a lot of people, because it's so easy to take something personally, especially when the communication from today's step isn't existing there. When it's gone, and you can't make assumptions, because that totally ruins a lot of what we just talked about before this on the last 2 broadcasts. So let me talk about, I'm going to recap these, but I want to tell you a little bit. I haven't had a chance yet to tell you about my partner here on Periscope. Her name is Shannon, and I'm going to do a little advertisement for Shannon because Shannon is doing some great things. She is a cancer survivor, and she is helping people get their life back after having cancer. She had breast cancer and she was treated for it, and she is a cancer survivor. So Shannon is now, she's doing a October 14th event in Stockton, California, and if you can't be there personally, you can always get live stream tickets for $27 if you go to bit.ly/IWillSurvive17. Also, if you do have the ability to be there, you can be there in person and meet Shannon and be part of the activities and part of getting people's life back after cancer. You can go to bit.ly/survive and thrive live. Now, she also has this cup here, and we refer to this cup as the big cup. Okay, the big cup is got a huge big white space on it, and she would like to put your business, your logo, your business saying, and your name, all the information on there. And she not only wants to give people the view of that, but she wants to tell people about your business and what you do. So she'd want to talk to you and get some information and tell people where you're at, what you're doing, and why, and get them to come and help you in your business. If you'd like to sponsor the Big Cup, that top link above the Big Cup, bit.ly/survive and thrive sponsor is the place to go to get some sponsoring on that cup. If you'd like to help her events with being a live vendor, you don't have to be local, you can be a virtual live vendor. Go to bit.ly/survive and thrive live vendor. And if you want to be a volunteer to help her in any of her endeavors, bit.ly/survive and thrive volunteer. And the other stuff that she is doing to really help people survive and really get their life back from cancer, bit.ly/fundraising for good. So let me recap this a little bit here. We are going to do number 4 of these 4 agreements tomorrow, but as a recap, let me just tell you what's going on with that. And number 1 was be impeccable with your word. Number 2 was don't take anything personally, and you can get the details for these in the previous 2 nights broadcasts of 6 at 6 Live with Coach Dave. And tonight's is don't make assumptions. Now tomorrow night we're going to talk about the 4th one in the series. Always do your best. Always do your best. You know, there's a thing in many people's lives called excellence that either exists or doesn't exist. In too many people's life, personal excellence is non-existent. And I know Heather is one of those people that I really consider someone with excellence and personal excellence as a hallmark of what she does. She pays attention to those things. And Heather, you are an inspiration to me for your level of excellence that you display all the time. Every day I see what you're doing, and I see that excellence just pop right off of the page of your life. And thank you. You are an inspiration to me, and I really, really appreciate knowing you and seeing your care and your excellence. All right. So we're going to talk about doing your best, and it's all about, are you paying attention to what's going on, and do you look at what's happening around you, and is there a mindset that you want to make sure and make these things in your life and in others' lives make a difference? And so we're going to talk about that tomorrow night. Be with me tomorrow, 6 at 6 Live, which is those 6 streams at 6 p.m. Pacific time, live with Coach Dave. And I'm glad you popped in here. I'm glad that we've got over 3,000 hearts. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. And God bless you, and have a good evening. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Labor Day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. God bless. Have a good night. Bye-bye.